am new to Hinduism and I want to raise my child as a Hindu, but I don't have access to temples, which is discouraging. I'm learning everything on my own. What advice can you give me so I can learn and teach my child as well?
You see, if depending on the age of the child, I mean, if the child is only 3, 4, then of course just colorful narrative is the only way you can engage him with spiritual ideals, principles. And there are lots of, you got modern mythology, you got ancient mythology. You can focus on either, I'm telling you frankly. It doesn't matter. Modern mythology, Star Wars, oh, the Yahoo, talking about the deeper dimension to our being, and that is essentially spiritual. So you can engage them using narrative at a very young age. That's the only way. Forget about philosophy, it doesn't work. Or you can engage them with kind of very basic rituals. Say, okay, let's do this particular little kind of a ritual in the house, sit in front of the image and tinkle bell and offer a flower, etc. So engage them either in a ritual dimension or, if you like, in the narrative dimension to get them started. But my friend, our tradition is so Vajnanic, it doesn't require that you go into a temple to be spiritual. You can be spiritual in your own little room, in little house, without ever visiting a temple. You can be a perfect Hindu without ever stepping into a temple. So don't be too worried about not being near a temple.
One last question, which is from Karan in India, and he's asking that we've had Vedanta for such a long time. Why do we fail to put it into practice?
As I said, 2 reasons: inertia, stodginess, and this ability not to evolve with the times. This is holding us back dramatically, and I see it in front of my eyes every day. And I switch on some of the TV channels, it's just bhajan and katha, bhajan and katha. There's no Vedanta there, nothing. It's just bhajan and katha, narrative, and wallow in sentimentality. Oh, this happened, and come on. It was okay a few thousand years or 1,000 years ago. It's all right for your grandparents, but for the youngsters today, it has absolutely no attraction whatsoever. So you need to kind of focus on from the narrative, colorful narrative. Okay, it's a good starting point. It's a kindergarten of religion. Move to the philosophy of Hinduism. Then you are safe.